Hey y'all, good morning. This is Christ's Conversation coming to you with Abigail. We're going to talk about Abigail in the Bible. You can find her in, what is it? 1 Samuel 25, starting at verse 3. Okay, so Abigail, she's an awesome woman. She was married to a guy named Nabal, Nabal. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. But he was like a trifling type of man, he was basically low-key full of himself and didn't really care about certain things. So he put his tribe, his camp in danger. Because see, what happened was David protected her husband, pretty much their land, their crops and stuff like that or whatnot. And pretty much in return, if they're protecting your crops, when they need help, you should be able to provide food and provide help to the people who helped you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was back in the day. So David, letting his people know, letting them know that, hey, I need for you to help feed my people. You know what I'm saying? We need some food and stuff like that. But the man was like, no, that was real shady. So he said no. And when the wife found out about it, because she didn't know that David and them came to his people came to ask her husband and stuff like that, and she didn't know her, so her servants and stuff told her what happened. And so she was such an awesome woman, she jumped straight on it. You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness she was just like led to go to David. So she packed up a whole bunch of food, packed up the donkeys, packed up a whole bunch of stuff or whatever, and she went on tours going to David's in them camp and stuff like that. And so she ran into them because David they was suited and booted, ready to come and tear all the things down over there, kill all the men over there in this man's camp. You know what I'm saying? Because it's of his disloyalty or whatever. And so she ran into them and she was like, she bowed at David's feet and she talked to him. She said, basically like, forgive my husband. If you don't know, Nabal, his name means fool, So, she let him know, like, please, what I'm saying? Please don't shed a whole bunch of innocent blood because of the foolishness basically of her man and stuff like that, her husband or whatever. And so David, by the grace of God, David, he liked her humility, and he took upon the food, and by her humility and being a woman of integrity and stuff like that, he didn't go on and kill them, because of her kindness. So she went back home and stuff like that. David, he held back, and he didn't go tear up the city or whatever, tear them up. She went back home. Her husband was found partying and stuff like that, so she didn't tell him what was going on. So she waited till the next day. She told him what happened, and pretty much it seemed as if he must have had a stroke, a heart attack or something, because he was just in shock. And then he ended up dying a few days later. Okay. And so when David found out, David was like, maybe this was the justice of God. You know what I'm saying? For his, for his disloyalty, whatever, he got disciplined like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, however David must have thought, because what happened was, when he passed away, he sent for the wife, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he took upon her, and she became David's wife. Ain't that something? So, she was with a fool, and then she ended up being with the king afterward. David was the business, you know what I'm saying? And so the story, pretty much of the story with all this right here, is that even if you may be, so the message I want to share, even if you may be linked up with the wrong mate and stuff like that, still continue to be a woman of integrity, a woman that's humble. Continue to be a man that's humble and a man of integrity. And whatever your spouse may be doing, if if it's right and you can help in a place where somebody need help, go ahead and help. You know what I'm saying? God will bless that. You know what I'm saying? Be wise in all things, because at the end of the day, Abigail, she helped David because she knew David was doing kingdom business. You feel me? He was doing kingdom business. So she like, wait a minute, let me help this man. It's not like he wasn't doing anything. He was about the Father's business. So you know what I'm saying? So that was a blessing that she stepped in and sent food to them because he needed that. You feel me? So just be wise who you linked up with. Once again, when you look in the Bibles in in the Bible, you see that, you know, you just gotta be wise who you link up with and stuff like that or whatever. So that was Abigail's story, and it was a good story. Read it more of yourself. And once again, it's 1 Samuel, starting at 25 verse 3. And Abigail, she was a humble woman, and she, like I said, she stepped in where her husband was acting like a straight fool in. You feel me? So be loyal to people. When people do stuff to you, be loyal back. Don't be a greedy person where people give you stuff, and when it's time for them, when they need help, you turn your back on them. Don't turn your back on people who's supposed to be there for you, because you end up missing out and losing your blessings, like how Nabal did, whatever his name is. Nabal, y'all know what I'm saying, Nabal. You know, don't be a fool like him. Be wise. All right. And thank God for your mate who is loving, who is caring, who still show kindness and good deeds to others, because she blessing your household. Abigail kindness was blessing their household, but he didn't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he did. Maybe he was so scared, because like I said, you know, he ended up dying a few days later. So y'all have a blessed one. This is Christ, Conversation, signing out. Lord's will. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, have a blessed one.